And welcome back everybody to another episode of the Dungeon Beneath. Diving deeper. What do we get? Oh, another camp, and we should definitely replace a hero here. So here's the cultist, okay, with even more healing, which is it plays into the combo that I'm talking about with out healing a baton. A Venom Witch, which I don't think we've seen it before. Human Mage, attack 2, deals double damage against poisoned characters. Oh. Putting her up at effectively, what, 5 damage per round, because the poison also counts, and if you boost her attack by any amount, like through a thing here, it would do even more. And we've got the Hunter. Alright, we've had a comment about this one. Let me try to analyze it and find out whether it's good. Gains, it's a human hunter, human archer. It's 6 health, which is high. Attack 1, he's attacking from back only. He's got high speed. Gains 3 power at the end of their turn if they did not attack. Inexhaustible. Alright, so the trick here with him is that you put him in the front row. Then he cannot attack. What happens then? Then he gains 3 power, and then you put him in a back lane, and then he shoots for a total of 4 damage, which if you divide it by 2, because he's only attacking every other round, if you can keep using it, it'll be, what, 2 damage per round, right? And so, it's not that good. It is not that high. It depends on how he levels. If he goes to 6 power at the end of the turn, if he doesn't attack, then it might be worth it. The next thing, he's also inexhaustible, so of course he will attack in the moment you put him back, and then you can move him back and forth every turn. And he's also a semi-tank for having 6 health. That's actually really nice. We did not get anything that comboed with the Smith's Hammer, which means we could refresh. Let me just go ahead and say we are getting rid of this guy. There's no way that we are not buying anyone here. The Venom Witch, which, I'm thinking she's probably really good. But back only again. I am very, very tempted to refresh the Campfire here. Cultist is also really good though. Comboing off of the horror specs. Well, they combo together, right? But it doesn't work against the boss that we are about to meet, and I'm actually worried that we won't even be able to pass that boss fight. The cool thing about the Hunter then, if anything, is that if he gets poisoned, he only attacks every other turn, so he combats poison a little bit. That's kind of nice. If he gets paralyzed, he keeps growing, so he's good against status effects is what we can say, which is interesting. Maybe he is the right choice. I want to refresh, and I hope to get something that gains armor. Oh Lord, I think. Now I'm gonna have to say we refresh. I think that is the right choice. Oh, and then we get the Armored Knight. Now he has attack as a base. And 10 health, which is amazing. The Enchanter, round end, give all allied mages +1 power. Okay, that's really nice. And the Squire is multi-class. Interesting. I'm wondering if he will affect a mage. Now, the potion said that we would be able to equip items on the Squire but maybe he just counts as a mage for all intents and purposes now. That would be kind of interesting. Cleric of the Rose. Heal 1 damage to the nearest enemy in this lane. Whenever does something when an allied character's health increases. Oh, and we've got 2 healers already. That's twice per round now. We're talking about dealing 1 extra damage to the nearest enemy in this lane. I think that is too good to deny. Damn it. Again, not making use of the Smith's Hammer. I would like to get the Armored Knight, hoping to combo off with the Smith's Hammer later, but I don't think it's gonna happen, because who would we replace? Who would we replace? I'm not gonna replace any of these guys. I've committed to the Squire, I feel. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe we can just sell the Squire here. If I get the Cleric of the Rose and the Enchanter, well, that would be the same. We're getting 2 characters who are mages, so 2 extra damage per turn for him, for giving all allied mages +1 power. I would have hoped that it coupled with the Squire. But if I replace the Squire with him, that doesn't matter. It's gonna be the Cleric. This is a DPS character, which is really cool. And I would like to get even more healing, so maybe we can make that work. The Squire could be replaced, but I'm not seeing any of these being the best character to replace with. Smith's Hammer kind of sucks, but it is what it is, yeah. Alright, on we go. I hope we get to a shop soon where I can spend some money. The Venenic Simulate. Targets a random enemy in any lane, paralyzing attack. Alright. Making that archer really good again. I do think, I mean, the Cleric of the Rose will have a DPS of 4 per turn. DPT, the damage per turn of 4, where the archer only had 2. And she will also deal this damage even if she is paralyzed and stuff like that, right? So I still think this one was better than that specific thing, but a specific unit, but of course the archer's still good. Targets a random enemy in the lane, yeah. Okay. Is this, we're taking 2 here, we're taking 2 there, and 2 anywhere. So we could lose the Squire, so then we flip them around. Now we cannot lose a unit this turn. We are overkilling the Ancient Urn. So now we move this one up here. We're dealing 1 damage there. The next turn, the Essence Distiller is going to blow up that Ancient Urn. And we're dealing 4 here for the Deteriorating Simile. That's fine, I think. I think I want to focus more on healing the Cleric of the Rose than the Horror Specs. Okay. This is fine. Is it? Oh, we should put something in front of the Cleric here. We can do the Squire. Oh, the Squire wasn't boosting anyone in that turn. Ah, a misplay. Alright. But we're getting 3 attacks minimum with the Horror Specs this turn here, and so that's gonna start clearing the board quite nicely. And at that point, the Horror Specs becomes worth a little bit less. Oh, look at that. Oh, the Horror Specs. I love you so much. Such a good unit. Except in those fights where it's not. We're going to the shop. Let's get something good here. This is the final room before the boss, surely. So, welcome back. Buy a thing. No, it's not. Okay, never mind. Mid-floor boss. The shop. Round end, gain 1 armor. Thorix ring. Falcon's band. And now, of course, I didn't get that armored knight. If we find the armored knight later, once we have Thorix ring and we have the Smith's hammer, now we have the combo set up for them, and then it's good. And we would get it. 8 speed is insane. There must be something where this is really, really good. Like I I think I haven't even seen a unit with speed 7, I think. So, like, this means you go first, no matter what. You can put it on the hero even, and he would go first. We're getting Thorax Ring. Like, no question here. Because it's double. And it can go on anyone, but we'll put it on the Squire because he's a little bit weak right now, and so we would like to make him stronger. We can buy the added stuff and the Searing Sign. Oh, we cannot afford this one. Do we buy the added stuff? It is a good unit, or it's a good item, and we've got 1, 2, 3 units that can use it, so I think it makes sense. And we'll just put it here. Sounds good to me. I would have bought the Searing Sign, I think, if we could afford it. It's a little bit tricky, having -3 health, but we could give the same unit the glove here, so it could probably be fine. Alright. This must be our setup as a base. Now we've gotta set up as stuff as we wanted, exactly as we wanted, in case those in the previous episode we encountered an environmental room with webs in it, and then I couldn't move stuff around. That's pretty nasty. The Feast Caller. Alright, he is a run ender and pretty tough against my horror specs. We are currently losing the Squire, and we got a Lost Adventurer here. We might even use the Lost Adventurer as just a tank here. Cannot attack. The horror specs will survive. Next turn, the Squire will have armor for the rest of the fight, 2 armor every round, being able to tank an entire lane on his own from that point on. And so the healing, if anywhere, it needs to go on... It doesn't really matter when we put the healing. And he heals as well. We want to kill one of them as quick as possible, ASAP. I think we do that down here. 6 in one lane. Healing the Squire that we just determined that we didn't want to... Ah, here's how we do it. Now we're not getting anything out of the Squire. So then we put the Cleric of the Path up here. And we're gonna have to do some shuffling to not lose the horror specs next turn, but I think we can do it. These guys are really quick. That's tricky as well. We'll put you here. So that we can move someone in front next turn. Oh, and we get the Essence Distiller. And with the random damage from the Cleric of the Rose, I think we will be killing this guy even this turn. Ah, no, we're only... Yeah, with the Essence Distiller next turn. We've got 5, 6, 7. And then the Essence Distiller at the beginning of next round, killing this lycanthrope. Aha! Yes. I think we've cracked the code. Good. Right now we're losing the horror specs though, so we need to do something. And what is that thing then? There's only one unit that can tank the whole thing. Well, there's 2. The Squire and the Cleric of the Rose. Yeah, I think we're moving the Squire down and moving up here. And the horror specs is gonna trigger twice. So there's a chance... Oh no, in fact, with the 4 attack from the Cleric of the Path here, we will kill this lycanthrope this turn Okay. Very cool. Who has XP? Can we see that here? I am leveling up the Cleric of the Path, right. So we can lose the Squire and it won't matter too much. But we don't have to. Just do this, and then we're not losing anyone. Oh, we weren't anyway. Never mind. Good stuff. Level the Cleric. Go to 2 healing. Yes! Alright. That makes you a really, really solid unit. The Divine Protector. Death. Give all allied mages shield. That's everyone in the party if we replace... Well, actually every one of my guys is a mage right now, so whoever we replace, we would be able to do. But on death, and I don't want you to die. Aviacoran Guard summons a dove every round. I would like to replace the Squire. I am then wondering if we should refresh and try to see if we can land that Armored Knight guy. That would be amazing. Flame added. Also damages enemies in the same column. Oh, but only 1 attack? I thought you had 3 attack. Huh, I could have sworn that he had 3 attack when I unlocked him. So he only does 1 damage to everyone in the same column. That's not good. Huh. Aviacoran Guard. I'm gonna refresh. Well, you are better than the Squire, for sure. Summoning doves. There are some enemies that combo off of killing my units, but that's the fight that we were just in. They had Doom, all of them, and that's one of the worst fights to have the Aviacoran Guard in. Now we're past that one, and then he's really good. Like, he's definitely better than the Squire, but if I could get that Armored Knight, that would be incredible. Well, yeah, the Armored Knight would have 3 attack per round and 10 health. The thing is that the Aviacoran Guard summons a lot of the tanky units for us, and that can be excellent. Because it's basically like extra health, in a way, depending on how you look at it. Those doves, I am very, very tempted here. And healing him when he... Like, healing combos well with counter, because then he can trigger it more and get away with it. Well, we have enough for 1 shuffle. I'm just worried. I'm worried that we get something that isn't good here, and we kind of did. Round end, give all allied mages +1 power, or the Berserker then. Replace the Squire. Because you have higher base health. The Squire's only level 1. So he's gonna go up to what? Give another ally in this lane +2 power per round, which is 3 damage per round. The Berserker can get better than that. Lots of damage potential in here. Oh, no, not the equipment. The interesting thing is that Thoric's Ring does not really combo with Berserker, and so I don't think he should have it. But that's fine. Because he needs to take damage, and armor would sometimes at least prevent that. Oh, and then I gave it to him. Who gets it? We could give it to the Horsepex and just have him tank. Like, why not? Yep. Sounds good to me. And he's also inexhaustible, which is really nice. We can put him wherever he needs to be every turn. He's not inexhaustible, but he doesn't care if he gets moved. Which is the same thing. Alright. This is going pretty well. I can see this combo. If we keep getting good items, then I have a feeling that we could actually go the distance with this build here. Orb Progenitor. Round end summon 2 Wandering Orbs, which is a good setup for us. Corrupted Order says weaken any character on the targeted tile here, and weaken means they take double damage. Not a huge deal. I think here we don't have to do anything. We just let it slide. I mean, the Horus base is gonna win this fight for us regardless of what we do. We might want to do this, because you are gonna do a boatload of damage to my Horus base, and we do need to keep him alive. Make sure we heal him up. Alright. Now we're not hitting this Wandering Eye, but that is okay. What is happening here? Oh, there's the weaken thing, I see. The Lesser Voidvis will blow up, damaging everyone, putting him at 9, then the Horus Base triggers 3 times, giving 6 damage here. So he's down to 3. But the Berserker, well, at that point the Orb Progenitor will die before it even moves. Yeah, doesn't matter. Good. Oh, you're not even... Oh, no. Yeah, right. I thought for a second that the Cleric of the Path could be a little more, but no. The Cleric of the Rose. Could we heal... No, could we deal 2 damage to the nearest enemy in this lane every time? That would be pretty nice. Getting extra health in the Berserker would be amazing. Getting the Horus specs up would be also good. But he's not, again, he's not good against the boss that we are going to be facing soon. So, either the Berserker or the Cleric of the Rose. Having the Berserker in the front means that he needs to be more tanky. So he's the one who gets the XP. I know he gets a lot of health on level up. Can we get a good artifact here? This was not an artifact, it's another item staff. That's fine. Put it there. And dive deeper. The Clypean Simile targets a random enemy in any lane. Counter gain shield. Oh, that guy. Objectives bonuses defeat all enemies. Alright. This setup looks fine to me. He targets a random enemy in any lane. We're not gonna lose any characters regardless this turn. It cannot happen. We are killing 1 urn. We could kill another urn by doing this. Oh, in fact, it's pretty important that we kill at least 1 urn so that we have room for the Essence Distiller. Right now it cannot spawn anywhere, but we will kill this urn. This one up here will then be blown up by the Essence Distiller, so that's fine. And that's why I switched them around to just do 1 damage here. I think we're good. Are we? We're not losing you, Horus specs. No. Okay. I have faith. Blast him! Alright. So the Horus specs killed the other urn already. That's fine. Not super optimal, but it works. I want you up here to keep healing the Berserker every round. Oh, he's not going to take any damage here, but it's fine. Still, to do it. We're doing so much damage across the board. So much healing. Nothing can stop us. Good stuff. Money, XP for the Berserker. And we're definitely going to the shop. We've got a good team now. I don't think we have to go to campfires at all anymore. Hello again. Take a look. More things. Counter gain 1 armor, and every time we gain armor we get 2. And there's another Thoric's ring. Bad start gains shield and fight. No. Okay. Hold on. Counter gain armor. That's interesting. Because armor goes away at round end. Unless I've misunderstood something. So if you only get attacked once in a turn, you get that armor buff, armor up, and then you don't get to use it. But if you keep getting attacked, then it's worth it. You only counter when you have taken actual damage, not if you tank the whole hit. And so how often is this going to be useful? In fact, sometimes it might be useless. Where Thoric's ring will always give you an armor for next round. I'm wondering if... So, round end says you gain 1 armor, and then it carries over to the next turn. I wonder if you get armor in the middle of the round, then you get to keep the armor to the next turn. I think we gotta try the Immortal Helmet. There's only one guy that can use it. He's already got a counter thing. Kinda seems like this. It's synergetic. So, I hope that I'm right about it. And let's dive in with that. Can we do the... Yeah, we'll do the boss fight here, it's fine. Go in. The dungeon boss Virus. Counter, deal 1 damage to a random enemy twice. And so that's actually really good with the counter up here. Okay. Death, poison a random enemy. Again, paralyzing attack is nasty. Which means you don't get to do your special ability when you get paralyzed. Ah, crap. And he's fast too. This fight is so nasty. Who do you go for first? Because then the other guy is the Clypeus, who makes them just be more tanky against us. We're also going to be losing damage or losing health every turn to poison, right? Hopefully the poison goes in the horror specs, but still. Right now we're taking damage on the hero, of course, so that's not doable either. They are doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage per turn. Unless we hit the hero, then they do more. But we're not hitting the hero at all. We are gonna put pressure on one of the 2 guys here. I'm just not sure which one. And the Horror Specs in the center can tank their hero forever with his armor gain. Then the counter here is kind of interesting. I hope he gets poisoned, because if you're poisoned you cannot do attacks. Or if you're paralyzed you cannot do attacks and then you don't take damage from poison. So there's another way to like get around the poison from the urn. I think this is what we're doing. I want to overload and kill... No, I want to overload and kill you. So like this. And the Plague of the Path does less damage. Oh yeah. because this one has a passive that shoots damage out in this direction. Let's get rid of the Clypeus, then take out the Venina. It should be relatively quick. I fear for our success here. And the armor did not carry over to next round. Look at that. So that's bad. We are killing the Clypeus this turn. And the Horospex got poisoned. Really nice. Really nice. We have a problem in that the Lesser Void Vis will attack the virus and then trigger the counter, making it do 2 damage randomly across the board. Let me just think, is that, if we're lucky, one of those will go to the Berserker and then he gets armor and tanks the whole hit from the Venina. So that could be nice. Can it kill us anywhere? What if both of them went to the Cleric of the Rose? Oh. If any of them go to the Cleric of the Rose, we lose it. And right now we could do this. Right? And then we would guarantee keep the Cleric of the Rose. Okay, let me check the attack order. It attacks, takes 1 damage, then this guy goes and kills it. So we are losing the Cleric of the Rose almost regardless of what happens. No, the healing from this Cleric of the Path could heal the Cleric of the Rose. But that's like 1 in 3, and we shouldn't take those odds. So I think we gotta move you up here, which means we don't get any healing out of you. We can do this. What happens then? Then the Cleric of the Rose will survive. We're not killing the Clypeus anymore then. Move the Horospex in front. Yes, and then we take 2 damage on the hero from the virus. But that's okay, as long as that's all we take. Next turn we gotta move something in front here again, but that by then the Clypeus will be dead. Yes. Ooh. No! What happened? Did the virus hit it twice? That's what happened? Yeah. Frustrating. I think we are winning though, because they cannot hurt the Horospex here, and this Venina will die soon. And we've got the healing to keep the Berserker alive. That counter thing that it does. Now the Berserker gets to attack with 9. Achievement unlocked, the virus. Oh boy. This one had me real worried. This would be giving too much XP. What do we get in here? The Taurian Scripture. Allied beasts gain +1 health. We don't like that. Edric's Journal would give the... Oh, look at this. Allies keep 1 armor at the end of the round. Now, I really want that armored guy. Maybe we can get him. Hero only champion sword. Perfect. Potion of greater experience will be going to the Horospex. As I don't want to get too much XP. Wasting 1 seems silly. Alright, so again, we took some... Oh, we didn't get a healing potion. We almost always get a healing potion from the boss fights. So that's kind of iffy. We are low on health on the hero. But I have a feeling that we could go the distance with this build now. Even better with the Thoric's Hammer around. Getting more stuff and combos off of armor right now would probably be really strong. We'll see. Thank you guys as always for watching. See you soon tomorrow, and bye-bye.